Do you wish you invested in Amazon stock 10 years ago? What if you could invest in the Amazon of the Amazon? Today we're going to be talking about MercadoLibre, ticker MELI, which is the Amazon of Latin America. It's Latin America's largest company by market cap, and their recent earnings have solidified that position. Wall Street's pretty happy, but should we zig when Wall Street zags? Similar to our analysis of Amazon, let's take a look at key quality, value, and growth metrics for MercadoLibre. So here we are at ValueGlance.com, and we're looking at the Stocks tab. So let's go ahead and enter MercadoLibre. Now we're looking at the data visualization. Here we're plotting the return on capital in blue compared to the cost of capital in orange. And we're going back 10 years so we can see these long-term trends. And what we'll notice is over the past few years, there has been a trend of increasing ROIC. It's gone through the walk above that cost of capital and is increasing. Now, if we come down here and we look at invested capital on top of this, what we see is, okay, invested capital is also increasing too. So the company continues to reinvest earnings for growth. It's achieving that profitability and it's getting a higher return on invested capital, a good sign for quality. What about value? So we can come over here and click the value button, move quality. And now we're looking at the hype factor in green compared to the equilibrium hype, again, going back 10 years. We see MercadoLibre has gone through a few bubbles here and there, but the hype factor is pretty low and the lowest it's been since 2022, and before that going back even to 2015. Now, if we had bought when the hype factor was low in 2015, in 2016, MELI returned over 36%. Buying in 2022, the following year, 2023, MELI returned over 85%. So that gives you a sense of the historical returns when the hype factor was this low. Big picture, we see that the historical valuation of hype is at a low value compared to how the market viewed it in the past. So that's value. What about growth? So we can click on revenue down here, clear out value. And here we're plotting revenue on a log scale. So a straight line corresponds to exponential growth, and then the slope of that line corresponds to faster or slower exponential growth. And so we see there's dips along the way, but otherwise a pretty steady straight line on the log plot, exponential growth of top line revenue, recent dip here, but looking at the long-term trends, not what happened last quarter, not what happened last week. Long-term trends, we see a nice exponential growth here. So hopefully that gives you a sense of MercadoLibre, the Amazon of Latin America, in terms of key quality, value, and growth metrics.